Welcome on back now, 6:45. It is now day 20 of the government shutdown, and lawmakers, they haven't come up with a resolution to open it back up. Federal courts, they're reducing operations today, and Friday, it's going to be the first full paycheck that federal workers will not receive. So let's go live to Scripps News Group national correspondent Joe St. George. And Joe, are cases still being heard at the Supreme Court, and has there been any movement toward a deal so that federal workers can get paid?
To answer your second question first, no, there's really no movement with this shutdown. It's a grim milestone this morning, the third longest shutdown in American history, the longest being in 2018, 2019. That lasted 35 days. Today is day 20. The second longest shutdown was in the 90s. That went 21 days, give or take. So we're going to surpass that later this week. So we're already in record-breaking territory with this shutdown. I know it feels a bit like, well, same story, different day, but we're following it and covering it as journalists because every day brings new impacts. And today, the impact is on the federal courts, the federal judiciary, not just the U.S. Supreme Court, but federal courts throughout Colorado. There will be even more furloughed federal workers in Colorado today because this is hitting the courts for the first time. Up until this point, the federal judiciary was using existing funds, court fines, court fees to keep things normal. Well, those funds were exhausted over the weekend. As far as cases go, the U.S. Supreme Court, they're going to still hear oral arguments. They're going to still issue decisions. Justices and judges, they are paid during a shutdown per the Constitution. But because the staff is not, because the staff is going to be smaller, there's going to be furloughed employees, there's going to be residual impacts. Delays are expected in the judiciary going forward, and that is a notable change. If you've been summoned to jury duty in a federal courthouse in southern Colorado, you're not that lucky. That's actually a separate pot of money. Those funds haven't been exhausted yet. You're still expected to follow the directions in your jury summons. And as you noted, federal workers are supposed to be paid again on Friday. As of now, that check, it's not coming.
Joe St. George live in Washington, D.C. Thank you, Joe.